This segment sponsored by Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control. I am here at the Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control, which really does provide support to animals in our community. And today I'm going to speak with their veterinarian to learn more about their medical services, their Angel Fund, and also their upcoming gala from their community outreach coordinator. Let's do it. Joining me is Dr. Andrew Riebe, who is the Shelter Veterinarian. Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
Okay, so let's start off by talking about the shelter and just the range of animals that you all care for under your service here.
Okay, so we are this community's only open access shelter. So what that means is pretty much we can't turn anything away. So we see a wide range of things. So dogs, cats, small animals like rabbits. And yeah, we see a wide range of medical issues in those animals that we have to address each and every day.
Yeah, and I'm sure you see just a range of things. Can you describe maybe just some of the craziest things that have come across your table?
Yeah. Well, I mean, just even this week, we have a couple of puppies that we're managing that have fractured limbs. We've seen multiple cats that have wounds that have needed management. But even just like the wellness care, a shelter is a pretty busy place with lots of animals coming and going. So things like vaccines and parasite protection is super critical in an environment like this. So even that wellness care is going to, add up cost-wise.
Right, and it's wellness to the animals, but it really does impact the community because as these animals get back out into the community through adoption or through fostering, you want to make sure, like you said, they're up to date on their medical treatment and they're safe. And so part of doing that is by taking on these cases. And so let's talk about the fact that this shelter is a municipal shelter. What does that mean, and what is the role that the government plays in that?
Yeah, so as a municipal shelter, we're a branch of the city of Fort Wayne local government. So we, work kind of under that umbrella. We do receive some, obviously funding from the local government. But when we're talking about our medical funding, which is what we call our Angel Fund, all of that is kind of driven by donations and donors. So what's provided from the city government, it doesn't scratch the surface of what we need to do, all the things we do, whether that's, again, that wellness care, medical care. We're in our operating room right now, which we use every day. We did, over 4,000 surgeries in-house last year.
My goodness.
So all those costs are covered by, our Angel Fund.
Yes, and so through that Angel Fund, is that a way that the community can really give to the services that are provided
absolutely.
here?
Absolutely, yeah. So again, as our community's open access shelter, we really rely on generous support from our community for that fund. And that's kind of how our community can directly get involved in like the life-saving work that we try to do every day here.
Yeah. What are ways that people can contribute to this fund?
So we have, a big volunteer program here at the shelter, so there's lots of ways that people can get involved. We have a big foster division where animals that go out to get out of the shelter while they're under care, still under our care, but to get out of the shelter. I think last year we had like 1,200 cats that went through our foster program.
Wow.
So that's another way people can get involved. And then for sure, financial support, is always appreciated.
Yeah. So I want to talk about your passion. Tell me what made you want to become a vet?
Yeah, I just have always loved animals, growing up. I actually volunteered here at Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control when I was a high school student. And then after graduation, I was in kind of more of a traditional veterinary role and then made my way back here, and I've been here almost 8 years now. And so shelter medicine in general is kind of a growing branch of veterinary medicine. It's become a lot more progressive. We're trying to have positive outcomes for as many animals as we can. So we're growing here at the shelter, our medical division, slowly but surely. But yeah, I really enjoy working here.
Yeah, well, thank you for the work that you do.
Yeah, no problem.
I am now joined by Tyna Reiter, who is the Community Outreach Coordinator. Hello, Tina.
Hi.
Okay, so let's talk further about the Angel Fund and ways that people can really participate. And as Dr. Andrews said, it's so important to be able to collect extra resources. And one fun way is the gala that you all have coming up, the Barks and Meow Gala. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, so our Barks Mews event is coming up February 22nd. We're super excited about it. The gala is going to be kind of typical of most galas, but you're going to have your dinner, of course, and there will be a cash bar. There's also so many fun things that you'll be able to do during the event, and you're going to learn a lot about our life-saving mission and how the money raised that night is, generously supporting our Angel Fund and all the things that we can do with it.
Right, absolutely. And so I know there's going to be a silent auction, there's going to be music so people can dance. Yeah. And this is located in Auburn, so it's not too far away. Yeah, and so how can people purchase tickets?
So they can purchase tickets by going on our website, fwacc.org, and just go to that events tab. You'll be able to get it there. If you have a flyer, there's a QR code on there as well. So
yeah. Great. And so let's talk about some of the other services really that you all focus on in-house at the Animal Care and Control, because it's not just about finding and rescuing animals in the community, though you do that, but you also take care of them and provide opportunities for the community to bring these animals into their home. So list off how your services work.
Yeah, so just a few things that some people might not know about is we do have a foster program. So a lot of the animals that come into our shelter might not have a space here. Yeah. And in order to reduce that possibility of euthanasia, we have a great group of foster homes that will take those animals in and take care of them until we're able to place them back into the shelter or into an adopted home. So that's an awesome program. We of course have volunteers also that help to make everything run. Couldn't do it without them. And then the actual medical side of the Angel Fund is what we're fundraising for, really. It's the piece that allows us to be able to treat the animals that come into us with issues. So if they have medical concerns, like maybe they got hit by a car and they have a broken leg, or maybe somebody abused them, that happens too. We have that medical fund for that. And then our everyday medical needs, just vaccines and preventative care, all of those things, that is all donor funded, or almost completely donor funded.
Yeah. And then lastly, the fostering. People can take on, for a limited time to see if they want to fully adopt or just have some fun or take care of that pet for a short amount of time. So that's great too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've done it myself. I know tons of people love to have that temporary fix of having an animal, but don't want to keep it long term. It's a great option.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, and the best thing about the fostering program here is that they provide you with everything you need, from food, blankets, whatever it takes to take care of animals. So it's a really great option to consider. And if you would like more information about the Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control, we'll have their website listed below. Get your tickets to the upcoming gala, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control.